Welcome everyone to the Overwatch behind the scenes show for the year. I'm Jeff from the Overwatch team. We're super excited that it's almost BlizzCon time. I'm here with lead writer Michael Chu. What do you think about that, Michael?
I am so excited because BlizzCon is one of my favorite times of the year. It's our chance finally to get to hang out with our community and really share in the experience of Overwatch with them.
So Michael, I don't know if you'll remember this, but the year started off, if we're talking January 1st, almost right after New Year's Day, we patched in Oasis, a brand new map. And I think it took so many people off guard that the map was coming so soon that they literally didn't expect it the week we dropped it.
So Oasis is really fun. We had this idea that we wanted to make like a science city, a city that's really technologically advanced. And we decided that it was this place where all of the world's kind of foremost scientists and ones who maybe felt like the pace of scientific development was going too slowly, they wanted to make a place where they could use science and solve the world's problems.
From the early days when we started Overwatch, the moon map was always on the list of a map that we wanted to do. And weirdly enough, we kept pushing it back, not because we didn't think it was a cool idea, but because we felt like doing it really, really correct,
right.
You know, like nailing it. Among the things we wanted to get right was what was the story that happened with the apes, and then also from a gameplay standpoint, how do you handle low gravity? You know, there's an expectation if you're doing a map on the moon, there better be a low gravity somewhere in that map, yet low gravity would completely take any competitive nature out of the gameplay if we weren't careful.
Jeff, do you remember the awesome Orisa ARG we did this year?
Everyone else gave up on you, but I saw what you could be.
Well, we learned our lesson from the Sombra ARG, so we certainly didn't do that. In fact, nobody knew she was coming.
I think we knew that people might expect that someone else was coming in the pipe once we started talking about Nimbani and the airport and certain gauntlets.
But she wasn't the only new hero.
Was there another hero?
I don't know. Was there a highly anticipated hero, perhaps?
We're talking about Sombra again?
No.
No, yes, no, we're talking about Doomfist, of course.
Doomfist. Maybe the most anticipated, which is nerve-wracking as a developer because you know that the community is so excited for this guy.
It's a little frightening because you're thinking about people have had so much expectation for this hero. Just the name Doomfist has been around for years at this point, and I think people have expectations. We've certainly played into them a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know, with Orisa sort of teeing him up, we knew that Doomfist was a character that we were going to have to nail it, or we were going to hear about it. So for me, I'm the story guy, I'm the writer. I was so excited when we started talking about doing a PvE mission for Uprising. I was so excited to be able to see what it was like to play a story inside the game. You know, we've done all this storytelling that's outside of the game, but we really wanted to experiment and let you play a mission inside the Overwatch universe. And I still remember playing those first missions, playing with people online. It was so much fun to get a chance to just basically like role-playing and your experience Overwatch from a completely different perspective. And I thought that was great this year.
Who's ready for some fireworks? A most impressive display.
One of my favorites was the event we put together for Lunar New Year. We created an event called Overwatch Year of the Rooster, and we actually introduced our version of Capture the Flag for the first time for our players, and we called it Capture the Rooster. So when May rolled around, we celebrated the 1-year anniversary of Overwatch, and I think that was amazing for a lot of reasons. I never felt closer with the community. The community had grown to a size that we had never achieved before. I think it was one of our highest periods of engagement. Like the players were just loving what was going on, loving the content. But then we did that anniversary event, which I thought was super cool. Not only did we introduce more legendary skins than we had ever done in the past, but every single hero got a dance emote, which I thought was cool.
And seeing the dances that the animators decided to give to every hero was a really fun process. I think some of them are pretty great, and you know, I would suggest that maybe we could show off some of our favorites, but I think we will spare all of you that.
Yeah, spare them.
Well, Jeff, BlizzCon's coming, and we have a lot of stuff that we need to do to make sure that the show is great. I'm sure that you probably want me to get back behind the desk and get cracking. Is there anything you want to say before we head back?
I think the year was amazing. I think we have so much to celebrate, and honestly, more than anything, we should be thankful. We should be thankful for our amazing community of players who have really made this game what it is. They made for an awesome year. They inspired us, they pushed us, they challenged us. I thought it was fantastic. The community grew to an amazing number. We have over 30 million players of Overwatch now.
This is a game where I'm wearing my Overwatch shirt, I'm walking around on the street, and people will be like, hey, who's your main? And I'm always like, wait, what? Really? Is this happening?
And the only thing that I think is going to be better than this year is next year with all the great things that we have planned. So thank you everyone for your participation in Overwatch, being such a core part of our community. We look forward to seeing you at BlizzCon, and if you can't be at the show with us, we'll see you there online. Thanks guys.